I graduated high school, I really did not know what I wanted to do. I went to Tiffin Academy of Hair Design, and then I graduated there. I did hair for 15 years, and I decided this is not what I want to finish my career as. So I know what that's like from previous job experiences to changing my career options.
As a kindergarten teacher, I think it's important that we start to build kids to know what their options are. We really want them to know what is all available in our community for them. And if we help prepare kids in that way, then those kids will be able to give back to our community as adults.
We had a board member who was also on our Business Advisory Council, who is the CEO of Good Shepherd Aging Care Facilities. And so they were facing a significant workforce shortage. And they had access to a set of materials, posters that represent the 21 careers in the aging care sector called Careers That Love You Back. And so we began to have some conversation around these resources and the regional need and how we might best connect experiences for students and for teachers with Careers That Love You Back.
So the tour for us today was really eye-opening for me. I have been familiar with nursing home and assisted living facilities. My aunt has worked as a activities director in one, and I grew up volunteering in them. But I really did not know how many jobs and fields there were available in that kind of facility.
Our teachers then talked about, when they came back, how exciting it was for them to feel like, I actually understand what's happening in this field and in these 21 specific regions.
It made it easier to come back and then tell the little 5-year-olds, this is what these people do, and actually knowing what they actually do and see it physically. I would have liked for the kids to come along too. That would have been helpful. Then they could actually apply it to their real life.
When it touches the teachers, then we hopefully can trickle that information down to kids and then apply it ourselves, because we as teachers are also continuous learners, and if we don't know it's there, then we're not going to give that information back to kids. So our kids were able to rotate through a set of stations focusing on about 4 or 5 of the careers that we learned about. And some of it was dramatic play and writing, but they got to experience the tools they might use, patient care. They really got to do some hands-on stuff rather than sitting and learning about it.
We had a sorting activity, which is math related, and then a writing component, which they had to take the fruits and vegetables and then sort them into a fruit or into a vegetable and then write that on a list. And then the kitchen group, they took the Play-Doh and actually prepared meals for others.
My kids rotated through 3 stations. So one station, they were working on occupational therapy and they were sorting beads. Generally, they sorted them by color using tweezers, and they were working on their fingers. And the other station, which was the more teacher-led station, had a little writing component. So they worked with a partner and they wrote each other's names, and then they met on the carpet, and we talked about how if you worked in this field, you would want that person to get stronger or be able to do more every time they come to you. So we really were able to connect that back to the patient care and just what a physician would do in this job.
Students at this young of an age, are much more concrete thinkers. So to talk to them in the classroom and to teach them about this is why we need to learn this, okay. But for them to actually get physically out of the classroom, see it in action, bring it back to the classroom, that connectivity is huge. It's all about connecting things for them.
Our job is not just to teach kids how to read, write, and arithmetic. It is important that we create a drive that lets them know what they're capable of, what their options are, and create that desire to learn continuously and be passionate about whatever it is that they do. We touch all of those lives, starting in kindergarten, so it's a beautiful thing.
It's like I did always want to be a hairdresser, I wanted to be a vet, and I wanted to be a teacher. Well, I did take the one path, but if I would have known prior what all was involved, like if I would have had those opportunities to go out and experience the career options that were out there, my perspective may have changed and I could have been a teacher earlier then.
My hope is that I don't ever hear any more student stories about missed opportunities, that they feel like we were there to support them in where their strengths and interests intersect in a way that helps them start out on the right foot.